Today's subject is a bit sensitive. Bullies. Now, we dove a little bit into my high school career in my last video, but it wasn't all quirky Latin teachers with me. No, from the moment I was released into the American public education system, I was a target for bullies. Now, to be fair, I was a bit of an imaginative child, and I tended to spend more time in my own creative world than socializing with my peers, but I honestly do not know what it was about me that made me such a prime target for bullies. There were a few times where I feared for my physical safety, but I was lucky that it never really escalated to that. It was nothing like you see in the movies, even though I know some people really do go through that kind of physical violence. But that doesn't change the fact that I was constantly picked on and poked fun of, and that people from all types of groups went out of their way to ostracize me. And until I was about 14, I had never had a friend that lasted more than a year. Now, high school was a time of change for me. I was beginning to find who I was as a person. I had a consistent group of friends for the first time ever, and while I was still kind of teased for being the goth kid, they were starting to leave me alone. Until I asked out and dated a girl. And that started a whole new shitstorm. Kids were constantly calling me out in class where everybody could hear, teachers included, who did absolutely nothing about it. I'd be walking down the hall with my girlfriend holding hands, and they would just find that so disgusting they had to yell something obscene at me when I had seen them, not 5 minutes ago, playing tonsil hockey under the stairs with their significant other. And they would call me all the normal things, dyke, lesbian, freak, fag, all of those things. And a few things that they said that I'm not going to repeat because they were hurtful then and I really don't want to bring it up. So, coming out that way, and I never really just came out, it just kind of happened. It set me back. And in a way, I did kind of crawl back into the closet, even though we didn't stop dating. She was the hottest girl in school, and I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. Okay. When when we got together, and that was, I was very proud of myself, because I was a very awkward little gremlin in high school. Anyone who has ever been bullied before has heard the lines, but these kids just have their own issues. They're only picking on you to make themselves feel better. But when you are a victim of a cruel coping mechanism, you don't give a shit. The only thing that you care about is the fact that you have your own issues, and suddenly these kids are dumping their issues on you as hurtfully as possible. Now, when I was having a bad week, all I wanted to do was get lost in my own little story world and, cuddle a warm cup of tea. I certainly never thought, I'm having a bad day. Let me go degrade somebody as hurtfully as possible. Control yourself, please. And I don't know what it is, what sort of societal fail just produces people like that, but we really need to step up our game because it needs to stop happening. You also hear the cliche device like tell a teacher or a trusted adult. I did this. I took it to my mom, who took it to the school, and you know what they did? Absolutely nothing. I got the generic excuse of kids will be kids and sent on my way. But bullying wears you down. It makes you so scared to go back to this place that you're going to be hated for being just who you are. It makes you doubt who you are. I cannot tell you how many times I tried to pretend to be sick so I wouldn't have to go to school, or how many times I would cut classes so I wouldn't have to sit in front of the person, loudly whispering to their friend about how stupid and ugly I was. Now, you could do what I did and, stage elaborate comeback arguments in your bathroom mirror at 3 a.m. while listening to every alt-rock band you can find because you're edgy that way. Something. High school. Or if you're really worried about your mental and physical health, you can tell a trusted parent or guardian because if they care about you, they're going to try to find a way to help you. But what do you do when it feels like every avenue you've taken leads back to the same place and nothing's changed? When you're trying to advocate for yourself, when you're standing up for yourself and it feels like nobody is listening. You need to scream. You need to scream as loudly as you can until your throat is raw because I promise you, eventually someone is going to hear you. It might not be who you expect, it might not be when you expect, but eventually somebody is going to hear you and it's going to make a difference. It's going to change you and your life. To anyone out there that is being bullied, remember, this is only a short part of your life and it isn't going to last forever. If you're feeling it like there's no escape, just remember that these people are not worth your life. They do not deserve any part of you. And if you're feeling like there's no escape at all, I urge you to reach out to a helpline, to call somebody, to talk to somebody before you make a choice that you cannot take back. Because high school is such a small blip of your life. There is so much world out there, and you owe it to yourself to go see it. There are going to be people that come into your life that are going to shake every foundation you have in the best way possible. And it's worth waiting for. Hey guys, so that was a bit deeper and a bit more heavy than we normally do, isn't it? It is a message that I've been wanting to get off my chest for a while now, because it's something that is so very near to me, that it happened to me, that is just something I lived through. And with today's, climate of anonymous social media messages and online bullying, I felt like it's something that really needed to be put out there. But enough of that. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch my last video about my quirky Latin teacher, it's going to be over here somewhere. I hope that's where I end up putting it after I filmed this. And if you liked this video, click like, subscribe. I try to upload twice a week, generally, if my work schedule is not too busy. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!